Welcome to Lagos Update on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This program highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. I'm Adiola Akindele. In the highlights of the program today, Governor Sanwo-Olu announces 100% increase in capital subvention of Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. This and more after this timeout. We'll begin today with the story. 7,533 farmers in Lagos State have been trained, with 3,950 farmers supported across the three value chains with inputs, equipment under the agro-processing, productivity enhancement and livelihood improvement support appeals project with improved technologies. Also, over 15,000 have benefited indirectly through job creation infrastructure support. Lagos State Coordinator of the Appeals Project, Sanwo-Olu, stated this on Monday at a media rally organized by the Lagos State Coordination Office of the Appeals Project with the theme Zero Hunger, Forging Ahead Together for Sustainable Actions. According to Sanwo-Olu, there has been a significant increase in the three value chains of the project in the state, which are aquaculture, poultry and rice, with improved technologies to enable farmers, especially into poultry and aquaculture, produce all year round with required nutrients and export opportunities.
Value must be added. When you are into production and you don't add value, then you have not done anything, because you are going to sell at a ridiculously cheap price. So we always encourage value addition, which is one of the objectives of this project. Value addition must be enhanced. Our off-takers always buy from the producers to add value. And then we also have some CIGs, some commodity interest groups, that are basically into processing. So for such groups as well, we can also support them, and we have been supporting quite a number of them.
The Appeals Project Coordinator explains that statistics from the Lagos State Bureau of Statistics indicate that with the project, poverty has been reduced by between 5 to 10% in the state. On the plans for this year, Sanwo-Olu announced that the Appeals Project will be boosting farmers' capacity to produce egg powder and ongoing canning technology for tilapia, while transformers and more roads would be constructed for farm estates and jetties for fish cages, and a number of business plans would be approved for farmers. Meanwhile, some farmers who are beneficiaries of the Appeals Project in value chains, such as poultry, aquaculture, appreciated the state government and the Appeals Project for the empowerment to improve food sufficiency, increase nutrition benefits, and enhance market viability.
So it has been a great experience with Appeals. I want to plead with you, ma. In other ways, you can still improve with us and support us more. And it has really impacted us positively financially.
Before the Appeals Project came on board, we had several difficulties, like the glut, bad roads, unsustainable production. But when they came, they not only supported us with grants, they also took us through trainings.
The Appeals Project is a 6-year World Bank-assisted project implemented through the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, which kicked off in 2017 and will be rounded off in 2023. Following the outcry of the host communities over alleged neglect and delay of the Badagry Deep Sea Port project, an idea that was birthed 10 years ago, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Tuesday said the construction of the Deep Sea Port would start in June once the state is granted ratification by the federal government grants ratification in April. Governor Sanwo-Olu gave the assurance during a stakeholders meeting and community engagement on Badagry Deep Sea Port project held at the Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, ASCON Auditorium in Topo, Badagry. The governor, who assured the people of Badagry that his administration is determined to push development to Badagry axis of the state, reiterated the government's readiness to compensate residents for economic losses on buildings, ancestral lands, farms and sites as a result of the deep sea port.
We know for certain that a project of this nature and magnitude will require a lot of sacrifice on the part of the people and the affected community. I wish to assure you that we're ready and willing to adequately compensate you for your economic losses and to replace all of your lost assets, including buildings and ancestral sites that you might have.
Governor Sanwo-Olu also congratulated the management of Badagry Port Development Limited and the host communities for being collaborators and joint beneficiaries of the laudable project, which would positively impact lives and businesses, create wealth and improve standards of living in the Badagry division of Lagos State. Speaking earlier, Lagos State Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Lola Akonde, said the state government hopes to chart a way forward in ensuring smooth and cordial relationship between investors, Badagry Deep Sea Port Limited, and members of the host communities. The managing director of the Badagry Seaport Limited, Didi Ndiomo, in his remarks, said the Badagry Deep Sea Port project will be developed in 4 phases under a public-private partnership arrangement that includes the supporting roles of both Lagos State Government and the Federal Government of Nigeria through the Federal Ministry of Transportation, the Nigerian Ports Authority, as well as other relevant government agencies. He also noted that the affected communities will be compensated. He said 10 out of the 12 host communities to the Badagry Deep Sea Port are in full support of the project in their communities because they believe it will attract more development to the Badagry axis and therefore urged other communities to support the project. On Thursday, Lagos State Government expanded the net of employment opportunities for young people in the state, as Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu announced a 100% increment in capital subvention to Lagos State Employment Trust Fund (LSATF). The governor doubled the agency's subvention in a bid to further increase access to finance for budding entrepreneurs seeking to grow their businesses through soft loans and funding support. The governor made the announcement in Victoria Island at the opening of a 2-day employment summit jointly convened by the LSATF and the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget with the theme Sustainable Job Creation Strategies, Collective Action and Prosperity for All.
We've seen that LSTF can work. Indeed, it's working. If we trust them with a lot more, they can do a lot more. And so I want to challenge them with a lot more. Lagosians want to challenge you with a lot more. We'll give you the funding that you need to ensure that you can double it up. We can create the eco space and and the ability for you to be able to touch a lot more people quicker, faster, and deeper.
In an address of welcome, the board's chairperson Bola Adeshola noted that the achievements of the fund in the last 5 years has made it a model in the country. Adeshola announced that in addition to its ongoing rendering of support and issuance of grants, the fund would be unveiling an innovation challenge for Lagosians to pitch creative and innovative ideas and urged residents to take advantage of all the opportunities provided on the LSATF platforms. In his remarks, the co-convener and Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Sam Igube, who said statistics shows that unemployment rate in Lagos is 37.3% and youth unemployment at 42.5%, noted that resolving the unemployment challenge is collective responsibility and the summit is one of the solutions being provided by the government.
So this conference is targeted at addressing the employment levels in the state through bridging the gap between job availability and employability. in the labor market.
While sharing the fund's journey in the last 5 years and the successes and the many lessons learned, LSETF Executive Secretary Teju Abisoye said it had created and supported over 300,000 jobs, assisted over 30,000 MSMEs with grants, and supported 400 startups, among others. On Wednesday, Lagos State Government charged local government chairmen to do more by using THEME's agenda in order to drive the economic development agenda of the state forward. Speaking at the commissioning of an ultra-modern market in Etiosa local government area of the state, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the government is working on regional roads to decongest traffic in the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu noted that the purpose of good governance is to give out adequate healthcare facilities, social investment, good infrastructure, noting that his administration will leave no stone unturned to make a well-conducive livings for Lagosians.
Real dividends of democracy is passed on to the citizens. This market is your market. You need to take charge of it. You need to ensure that you use it well, you keep it well, and you take ownership of it. This is government assets that have been passed on to the citizens, and you must ensure that you take adequate care of it.
Sanwo-Olu also charged them to take ownership of the newly built ultra-modern market in Sango-Tedo and keep it clean always. Earlier, in his welcome address, Chairman, Etiosa East Local Council Development Area, Ogundare John Campos, said the newly built ultra-modern Sango-Tedo market, named after late Honorable Rafiu Olufumi, will be maintained and ensure that the environment is clean at all times.
Etiosa East FCDA, the home of hospitality, is endowed with human capital development, and both the influx and outflux of the traffic via Ibedu-Lekki, Epe, and other states through Ijebu-Ode Expressway need more attention.
Also, during the week, the Lagos State Government says work will soon begin on the construction of the first mainland bridge from Adulangbasa town down to Ikurudu and exit along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was on a working visit to Etiosa Local Council Development Area, noted that the bridge, which is about 33 kilometers, will help ease traffic movement of residents in the state. Finally, on the program today, Lagos Traffic Radio has been commended for performing a risk mitigation function for commuters. Managing Director and CEO, Conrad Clark Nigeria Limited, Joachim Adenusi, gave the commendation during a courtesy visit to the station, noting that the timely, accurate traffic information and travel advisory to motorists are very helpful to navigate. He said the risk management solutions part of the station's work is for individuals and organizations with a passion to create value, improve performance, and achieve their set goals and objectives for the day. According to him, the relentless efforts of the radio station is also minimizing threats and maximizing opportunities.
So I want to say thank you to Traffic FM 96.1 for last year during the Black Friday when we had the big rain and everyone was locked down, long hours traffic. Someone said, okay, why not tune on to Traffic Radio? And then we did. And then Traffic Radio became our guide all through the evening until late night, telling us which road to take, where not to go to, what's happening somewhere, where to turn to, where there were obvious security personnel on the road to avoid burglars.
On his part, General Manager Lagos Traffic Radio Tayo Akunle stated that the organization is passionate about its work and will continue to add value to Lagosians. Akunle also stated that the radio station would continue to provide traffic information for enhanced productivity using modern technologies and a well-motivated workforce. He said the themes agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, especially the traffic management and transportation pillar, will continue to resonate with the activities of the station.
Just as we are foremost in the business of providing traffic information for Lagosians and assisting them to navigate and plan their journeys all around town. We are passionate about this work because we are adding value to Lagosians, especially as we are making them to spend less hour on the road, thereby enhancing their productivity.
And with that story, we conclude this week's edition of Lagos Update, a program that highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website www.trafficradio961.ng and follow us on our various social media platforms: Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Lagos Traffic 961. You can download our app, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM from Play Store for more updates. You can as well follow me on Twitter at Adiola Akindele1. Thanks to my producer, Babatunde Akinyemi, studio engineer, Oyeshola Olap, with support from the social media team. The executive producer is Tayo Akunle. I'm Adiola Akindele. Next week is another date. Stay blessed and stay safe.